the very first thing Coach Rowe, strength coach, he had everybody run suicides, and you had to run 16 in a row from the end zone to end zone. But you had to run it under 16 seconds. So if you're a fast guy, you probably get down to the other end of the football field in 11 seconds.
Yeah.
12 seconds. You're trying to impress people. Once you get to suicide number 5,
Yeah.
but bro, you literally saw people hurling on Green Tree.
You saw a lot of good years at Miami. Like, I started in 2001, and I've seen after that championship in 2001, I've seen 23 years of just horribleness, and I'm still a hardcore fan.
Let me tell you something, brother. Going down to the University of Miami from Atlanta, which I thought was the Mecca at 18 years old, to walk out there on that intramural field at the University of Miami and see a sea of women sunbathing, I was like, yeah, I'm going to flunk out of school. I'm not going to make it. I mean, a whole entire football field. I don't even know if they still have that field or what they built on it by now. I've seen so many new buildings go up on campus.
Yeah.
But it was literally people sunbathing in 90, 91, where it was just like, oh, okay, so y'all just going to drop me off here and y'all going to go back to Atlanta. I'm going to stay here by myself. It was incredible.
So let me ask you this. Now, you told me you were a walk-on on the team.
Mm-hmm.
What did you choose that over like playing for someone else because the team was just that good?
Tech, Duke. I was pretty smart. We had local schools, Morehouse.
Yep.
But at the time, I was very influenced by the craziest stuff, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Miami Vice was the hottest show on TV.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't going to meet Ricardo Tubbs and Sonny Crockett.
Ricardo.
Miami had just beat Notre Dame in Notre Dame, I think.
Yeah.
No, at Miami.
At Miami, yep.
And that next year, I'm like, I'm playing for the Canes. I don't know what it takes. I could have gotten in Florida State, but you know how sometimes when you graduate on June 8th, they said because of my SAT score, I had to start school June 12th.
Oh,
and I
wow.
was like, nah.
Yeah.
But I wrote Coach Erickson, and they were like, we're having tryouts. Because, everybody has high school football tape.
Yeah.
We're having tryouts July 18th. Drive down. So I drove down. It had to be at least 40 to 50 people out there. And where they practice on Green Tree, the very first thing Coach Rowe, strength coach, everybody knows Coach Rowe.
Yep.
He had everybody run suicides, and you had to run 16 in a row from the end zone to end zone. But you had to run it under 16 seconds. So if you're a fast guy, you probably get down to the other end of the football field in 11 seconds.
Yeah.
12 seconds. You're trying to impress people. Once you get to suicide number 5,
Yeah.
12 seconds goes to 15. You get to 6, and you got 10 more to go.
Ugh.
Then you go to 15 seconds. Now all your suicides are crossing maybe at 16 seconds. Like, I just remember myself every time crossing and saying 16, because you can hear him counting out loud.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he said, that's not good enough. If you don't get down here in 15 seconds, we're going to have problems. So not only did I absolutely do that because I felt it as a personal challenge, but bro, you literally saw people hurling on Green Tree. They would just stop, and you just people just throwing up. That cut 40 people out right there. So we didn't even get to football drills. We didn't even get to can you catch a football. We didn't get to none of that stuff because 30 people had disappeared off the field from dehydration, heat exhaustion, and at the end of that day, it was like trying out for a play. Mm-hmm. And I went into the locker room, and they had 8 names on this sheet that started with about 40 people, and Finesse Mitchell was like number 6. And I was like, holy shit. And I looked at it was Wesley Carroll. They
Yep.
was doing workouts.
Yeah.
Wesley Carroll, Darryl Spencer, Lamar Thomas, Kevin Williams. It was you passed the receivers, and they was walking by like it was prison. Fresh meat in the building.
Wait, what position did you play?
I played cornerback and safety.
Wow.
So I got to meet these guys and know them intimately that entire year.
That's awesome.
And it was a respect thing. We had, Miami had this recruiting philosophy, that we're going to take the best guys from Jacksonville down. It was really middle Florida. It was really like Orlando, Tampa down. If you got any, I don't even remember stars back then. Like, it'd be like 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. I don't even remember that back in the day. I just remember that if you was dope, if Miami wanted you, you could come. But if they didn't want you, then, or you had a legacy that at Florida State or Florida, you was going there. But if you was dope, you were trying to get to Miami.
Yeah, and then everybody else was going to FSU and Florida that couldn't get to Miami. We understand that.
Because we would take the best out of Texas, like the Jesse Armsteads and we would take the best out of Texas, the best out of South Florida. We would take a quarterback from Cali, and we would take tight ends from like the New England area, New Jersey, Philadelphia, those areas. But if you was super dope, no matter where you was from, like you was like Mr. Football in your state, more than likely, and you wanted to be a Miami Hurricane, they would take you. So, but the majority of the team came from Florida and Texas.